If you're even a little into anime, you've definitely heard of solo leveling. Maybe you've already binged the anime, but do you really know the dark, god-level history behind it all? This isn't just your average dungeon hunter story, it begins with gods, betrayal, and a war that spans dimensions. Welcome to Radon Senpai, I'm your host Radon, and today, we dive deep into the untold history of solo leveling. So grab your gear, because this story starts long before Jinwoo was ever born. Before anything existed, no humans, no monsters, no dungeons, there were only three things: darkness, light, and a single, unimaginable being known as the Absolute Being. This god didn't just rule the world. He created it. From light, he crafted divine warriors called rulers. From darkness, he made destructive forces known as the monarchs. Their mission? The rulers were told to protect. The monarchs were told to destroy. And thus, the eternal war began. But as time passed, something dark began to fester, not within the monarchs, but within the rulers themselves. One day, a powerful ruler approached the Absolute Being, pleading, "Grant us more power, we're losing comrades, sacrificing everything to save this world." But the Absolute Being didn't reply. Not a word. Not even a glance. That's when the rulers realized, they were nothing but toys for the god's amusement. The rules set by him were clear: first worship the Absolute Being. Second, praise him. Third, prove your devotion, with blood. And if you failed, you'd die. With this horrifying truth, the rulers turned on their creator. All except one, Ashbourne, the strongest ruler of them all, and the only one who remained loyal. Ashbourne refused to betray the Absolute Being. So what did the other rulers do? They attacked him. 7 against 1. He fought valiantly, but was left at death's door. They moved on, slaughtered the Absolute Being, and took his power. But fate wasn't done with Ashbourne yet. In his near-death state, he awakened something powerful hidden by the Absolute Being. A mysterious skill called Ruler's Authority, Rise. With it, Ashbourne could revive the dead, even fallen rulers, and build his own undead army. Thus, the Shadow Monarch was born. Ashbourne now had only one goal: end the war on his own terms. He battled monarchs, rose stronger with every soul, and even fought off traitors in his own ranks. But he was betrayed again. Weakened by surprise attacks, he was vulnerable. The rulers returned, not to fight, but to apologize. Ashbourne, prideful but wise, accepted their peace. But there was one thing he wouldn't forgive: the traitors. Ashbourne chased the remaining monarchs to another dimension. There he met the Dragon King, the strongest monarch. But even he didn't dare fight Ashbourne and offered an alliance. Meanwhile, the monarchs chose their next target, Earth. At this time, there were no hunters. No awakened humans. Just normal people. The monarchs' invasion nearly wiped humanity out. In desperation, the rulers used an ancient divine tool, the Cup of Reincarnation, to rewind time by 10 years. But no matter how many times they rewound, humanity was always annihilated. So they changed their strategy: let humanity adapt to mana. Create dungeons, unleash monsters, and allow humanity to evolve. And that's when hunters were born. But even Ashbourne needed a vessel, someone who had faced death countless times. Someone perfect for wielding the Shadow Monarch's power. That vessel? Sung Jinwoo. And that's where the main story begins. So next time you watch Solo Leveling, remember, it's not just about overpowered fights and dungeon crawls. This was the origin of solo leveling, and there's still so much more to explore. If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, subscribe to Radon Senpai, and hit that bell. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.